Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be having a look at the new GWC Bruticus. Now, this is a really interesting truck because, as you can see at the front, it is a twin steer. It's got two steering axles up front, but it also has three axles in the back, and one of the longest rigid frames I have seen on just about anything in a really long time. I mean, look at that frame. It's a mile long. It's also got, the world's longest drive shaft. I mean, you would think that a drive shaft like that, or at least a drive shaft that long, would go through, three different carriers halfway back the truck, but this one is just nah, you're just gonna get one gigantically long drive shaft, and that's what you get. So, let's go ahead and fire this thing up. We'll get it in the garage, we'll see what we can customize on it, and then we're gonna take it outside and, put it through some tests. Sounds really good, too. Let's have a look at the interior. Whoa, look at this. Yo, look at that. The freaking gauges work. That's awesome. Bro, this thing is sick. Dude, Glitch is absolutely knocking it out with his trucks. This is so freaking wild. You got the working mirrors. You've got... Wow. Dude, the features of this thing are already blowing my mind. My only concern so far is, maneuverability in tight areas with a frame that long might be a little bit, wacky, let's say, but holy crap. All right, so let's see. So you start out with the original 8V92TA DET diesel. So there's 200K power, 300K power. Wait, hold on. 15.2 liter is the second engine. Then there's a 19 liter, and then there's the ultimate 19 liter. I'll have the ultimate. I think the ultimate is definitely going to work well for our purposes here today. Now let's see. So we have the 10-speed default. We have the 10-speed highway. Then we have the 8-speed heavy off-road. I think we're going to start with that one. Then suspension-wise, we have normal height. Then we have lifted. We also have active heavy hauling. I think we're going to do the active heavy hauling. And then in terms of tires, you start out on a 55, and he gives you a readout of all of the different specs right there, which is actually really, really cool. And you can go up to a 57, and then you also have these monster tires, which I like the monster tires, but I think what I'm going to go with is actually these, the military mud tires. Now, let's see, because I haven't really used these much on anything before. I really like the way they look as well. Now, let's see, we're going to go with the Stage 4 winch. This is where it gets very interesting. You got a 4-slot flatbed, which that can actually essentially replace the need for a 4-unit trailer. So you can have a bunch of these trucks running around instead of having to deal with a bunch of trailers, which would be really, really cool. Then you have the, let's see, PC320 heavy crane. You have a log carrier front, so you can actually you can use it as a log truck, although you got a lot of open space in between. Oh, so you can actually change the mounting point for the log crane. That's actually really, really cool. I love that. That's awesome. You got a medium logging frame, a short logging frame, maintenance frame, long sideboard, expanded fuel tank. Let's see, ramp towing platform mounted on the rear, or a large capacity fuel tank, which that would be really good for supporting a full fleet of trucks. Let's see, articulated towing platform, long log carrier, which this is amazing because this means you'll be able to haul long logs without the need for a long log trailer. That's really, really good. Rear-mounted mini crane, LC 3.8 loading crane in the front, saddle high and saddle low all the way in the back. This has got to be one of the most versatile trucks I have ever seen. I mean, it is absolutely tremendous in terms of what it can do just across the board. Now, let's see. Oh, that's awesome. You can do an oversized load banner on the front. That's really, really cool. So, let's see. You have a default bumper, highway bumper, medium weight bumper, lighted highway bumper, and then a heavy woods bumper, and then a heavy extended bumper. I'm going to do, I think I'll leave the default bumper for now. And then, let's see. Cab lights, horns, standard visor. I'm going to go with the large visor and the cab lights. And then, let's see, mil-spec wheels are really the only option that you get on that particular tire. But, let's see. Ooh, so some of these are, kind of two-tone. Oh, I dig that. I love it in, the red and black. I like the red and white as well. Let's see. Oh, I really like it in, the kind of, dark gray with orange. That looks really good. I love it in the green. God, I love almost every single one of these color combinations. They all look really, really good. Really, really good. I'm going to do the Bubble Dar on the... Well, actually, no. Since it's a first test, we're throwing beats on the dash. We've got to. We have got to. Quick build, but it really turned into something really useful, I think. Not only that, but I bet you that we can also tow trailers behind that flatbed, which, again, is going to expand this thing's hauling ability into a whole new realm. I mean, keep in mind, if you were to haul, like, maybe the IX trailers, like the big IX pull-behinds, and you have 4 units of cargo capacity here, and then if you had 8 units of cargo capacity on, like, the IX pull-behinds, which I don't know if I have them on right now, but if I did, let's see. Oh, wait, no, I do have them on right now. Okay, so these are 8-unit trailers, and if you had one of these behind you with the 4-unit flatbed, you would essentially be hauling around 10 units of cargo. That's... Oh, wait, no, sorry. My math is wrong. 12 units of cargo. I don't know why I was thinking the trailer was a 6-unit. Probably because I've been using the 6-unit gooseneck a lot on my SnowRunner playthrough over on my Facebook page, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that yet, definitely make sure to go check it out. Now, but like I said, yeah, it would be 12 units. So let's go ahead and throw some... I think I want to do concrete slabs on there just because it is, like, the heaviest well, it's one of the heaviest cargos anyway. It's not really... It doesn't really fit the oversized load, though. That's my only thing, is, like, it doesn't fit the oversized load, and I want the oversized load to actually be relevant. So, let's remove that cargo. And, wow, you can really see how much it compressed the suspension, though. Let's actually get some oversized cargo. So, I'm thinking that for oversized cargo, I'm gonna want... What am I gonna want? I like the Stage 3 fuel tank, but, well... we could do the Stage 3 fuel tank. We could do oversized cargo. I mean, it says oversized, but it doesn't hang over the... Oh, there we go. Cabin will work. I dig that. Yeah, that'll work. And plus, that's one of those cargos that whenever you get the chance to haul one in the game, it's always kind of weird because you're like, am I going to be put in a weird situation by not being able to clear something with this or not? All right, let's see how much higher it goes. Oh, that does a really good job of lifting it up and supporting it. That's really, really good. Whoa. All right, now we get the chance to see how balanced or not balanced it is, don't we, Beans? I love that choice of horn, too. It's awesome. Dude, this interior is so mind-blowing. I love the way it looks. I love the way it makes you feel. I love the way it, like, just the way it presents everything about the truck. It's so good. Dare we try to go up this hill with a wheelbase this long? I have a feeling it's a really bad idea. Like, a really bad idea. I feel like I should do it anyway. I got the top engine. I might as well send it. I mean, I've kind of done it. Here's the thing, right? Here's the... Whoa! Yep, there it went. Yep, yeah, there... Oh, wow. Okay. Well... It was fine until I tried to back up, essentially. Until I tried to back down, I was totally good. But, like, backing back down was probably the worst mistake I could have possibly made. Now, let me actually winch to a solid, solid point, solid tree. Because I feel like, at the end of the day, if you can climb up something like that, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I should be able to back down. No, not really a thing. Yeah, not always a thing, anyway. All right, let me see if I can... Wow, it is not gonna winch itself back over. I think it's stuck on the stacks. Weirdly enough, I feel like it's genuinely stuck on the stacks, and I don't really know how to fix that. I mean, the only way I know how to fix it is to spawn in I don't know, a Diablo F450 back here, and then use it as an anchor to pull this thing back over because it's technically on the correct side and not on the other side. There we go. All right, stop, change. Now we can get back into this thing and see how it does through some mud. Now, I know the cargo didn't last very long, but if we were on an actual mission in the campaign, I would make sure that the cargo stayed on the back of the truck for much longer. Or, well, for a lot longer. I know there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, no, you wouldn't. You would flip it over on the first turn. And I'm like, sometimes. It happens. Don't worry about it. It's fine. God, it just rockets through the mud, though. At least for the shallow mud, it does not care. Let's see how you do through, like, some slightly deeper stuff. You know, honestly, like, thing isn't mad about it at all. I think I destroyed the suspension. Yep, I destroyed the suspension, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dude, even with a destroyed suspension, it is just going through here like it doesn't even matter. That is gnarly. Now, granted, I did not expect to destroy the suspension that fast, but I feel like it's not necessarily a huge deal. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not necessarily, like, a big enough deal to the point where it would be an issue in an actual campaign playthrough. I mean, I just, you know, I smashed it up into a couple of other, you know, into a couple of obstacles pretty hard. And they are obstacles that you would try to be, you know, you try to be avoiding them in campaign, but dude, look at this wheelbase. It's so long that, like, the dips don't really even matter to it. It's like the perfect wheelbase to skip right over every single dip obstacle. All right, so now we're gonna bring this thing over to the bridge jump and see what it can do. I have a feeling that with it being so long, it'll probably fly pretty level. But from what we saw with the suspension earlier, it seems like it might get destroyed fairly easily, which, I mean, it's kind of a back and forth thing because, you know, you have a truck that's this powerful, but at the same time, it kind of feels like he wanted to keep the suspension a little bit more on the balanced side in terms of damage, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But I think it's one of those things where, you know, everybody's always trying to find the happy medium of what works for them and works for their trucks. And if that's the happy medium that works for Glitch, then there's nothing wrong with that. All right, here we go. There's 8th gear. I'm throwing it into neutral because at the end of the day, I mean, the off-road transmission is not going to get me going that fast. See, but there's the weird thing. It didn't get any suspension damage at all until it ran into the barrels. Landing was fine. It was running into the barrels was what made it mad. But at the end of the day, I mean, I absolutely love this truck. And for those of you that are looking for another, like, high-end, heavy hauler to add to your fleet, bro, this thing is definitely one that I think you should totally add to your garage. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.